I just wanted to share with you the backstory for It's All About the Lemon. So when I first started my career, I was door knocking in our area, and I went to this house and I met the owners and had a chat, and I left that property thinking to myself, that is one cool place. It was an old classic house, big block, 180-degree views, and I thought, I want to list that house one day. So I stayed in contact with them and gave them information over time, got to know them pretty well. I'd catch up with them for cuppers every now and then. And about 15 years later, they both died. And then I sort of heard nothing from the family, didn't know what was going on with it. Obviously, I was pretty sad that they died. Sent a few letters over time, nothing. And then about 5 years after that, I got a call one day. I sold a property in the street behind, and a guy said to me, can you let me know how much that house sold for? And he introduced himself. And I was like, are you related to the people who owned that house? He said, I'm the son. I was like, how you going? Chatted for a little bit. He said, look, we're thinking of selling the family house. Can you send me some info? I was like, yeah. So I went straight back to the office. I spent about 2 days putting together this email with all this stuff I thought he would find interesting. And then I heard nothing from him. So 2 weeks went by. I didn't ring him because I didn't want to be seen to be hassling him. But I was in another house that I listed a couple of doors up, and the owners said to me, we just saw your main competitor come out of that house the other day. And I was like, you got to be joking. So I went straight back to the office and I called the son and I said, hey, it's Matt from McGrath. Did you get my email? What'd you think? He said, yeah, I got it, but it sort of just didn't mean anything to me. And I was like, really? I was like, oh, okay, cool. I said, where are you? And he said, I'm at the house. I said, can I come over and meet you? He said, yep, come over. And I went over, caught up with him. Halfway through the sort of catch up, he goes, look, I've just got to tell you, my brother is really keen to list the house with this other agent. Funny enough, another agent that used to work for me. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. Not my main competitor, somebody else altogether. I was like, no way. I was thinking to myself, this is getting worse. I was like, really? Why? He said, oh, no real reason. He just liked him. And he's just sort of keen to go with him. I was like, oh, that's a good reason. So I said, all right, well, is there anything I can do? He said, why don't you put a proposal together, bring it back to me, and I'll just give it to the family at our next family meeting. I was like, okay. So I went back to the office. I stayed there for hours and hours and hours into the night, put a proposal together. It was like this thick. Dropped it straight over the next day, gave it to him. He rang me back the following day and he said, Matt, can you come back over and meet with me? I want to go through the proposal with you. I think you need to change a few things in here. He sort of, I think he sort of liked me, so he wanted to help me a bit. He wanted me to have the best chance of at least having an opportunity. So I said, sure, when do you want me there? He said, 6:30 at night. I was like, cool, I'll be there. I rang 5 minutes before I was going to go there. And I said, is it still okay to come over? He said, yes. He said, but can you believe this? I was like, what? He said, I've just been to the fish and chip shop, a local fish and chip shop, to buy my dinner. And I got my fish and chips, got it home, and can you believe they had no lemon? I was like, that's terrible. Really? I was like, no, that's really bad. He said, yes, they have totally ruined my dinner. I was like, I'm really sorry about that. Can I still come over? He's like, yes, come on over. And he was going on about the fish and chips and the lemon. I rang a guy that worked with me and I said, Jimmy, where are you? He said, I'm just down the road. I said, go straight to the supermarket, buy a lemon and have it delivered to the house in 2 minutes. I'm on my way over. He did it, dropped it over. I pulled up, I walked up the driveway. The son is standing on the deck. He's looking down at me. He said, that is the best customer service I have ever seen. It's absolutely made my day. I've rang my brothers and sisters and said, these are the people we need to be doing business with. I listed the house. I listed the house. And the thing that it taught me is the proposal meant nothing. The 20 years of follow-up meant nothing in this situation, but the lemon meant everything. And that pretty much sums up my 20-year career in real estate. It is all about the lemon. the experiences that lemon brought, or those lemon moments bring, is all about success. And that's what made the difference.